But during the process of cleaning this shit down here, I realized that I have so many fucking reusable bags that I might be doing more damage than motherfuckers that use plastic bags. I'm like, yo, I got 80. I'm like, yo, I got 90,000 tote bags, fam. Like for everything.
Well, I didn't realize when you pull out a tote bag, you feel so morally superior than everyone else in the supermarket. Oh, yeah. And I'm just living for it. I'm just living for it now. Like, very loudly. The best way to do it is very loudly. You know, when you get there and when you see them reaching for the plastic bag, you're like, and then very loudly you flap it like a cape of the villain. You're like, I have a tote. And then everyone in the supermarket starts clapping like you're a military troop walking through an airport.
Yo, fam. Motherfuckers was doing that shit at Stop and Shop in Bay Plaza. I was like, yo, Heather, please don't. This is embarrassing. And she's like, no, it's fine, I have bags. And everybody was like, yo, this bitch got her own bags. I was like, yeah.
Back in the days when you used to say I have bags, it was just like in a saloon when you walk in and the piano player starts playing, you're like,
what?
Oh, shit.
I was like, now we're on the same wave. I was like, okay, cool, yeah.
Trader Joe bag is what they call him. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, this one's from The Read. This one's from Seth Meyers. Whoa. This is from the #1 show late night. DESUS MERO, Holla, Showtime, 11 p.m. Monday, Thursday.
It's like some ladies of the night on the wall looking at him like, oh, look at all his totes.
Oh my God. What a massive collection of totes.
Wow. He's saving the earth. I know he has no carbon footprint.
Look at your footprint in my church.
Wow. Yep. And we are here. And we welcome to DESUS MERO. Okay? All right. Some of y'all are hoarding toilet paper. Some of us are hoarding Choach references. So, you know, as Rihanna said, this is what you came for.
God, no. We have to move on to sports goss.
Sports goss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knicks ready to issue refunds to season ticket holders. Why don't you refund my childhood?
This sounds like good news, but I read the fine print. They're just going to refund them in snacks. So you're not getting any money back. They just got like warm hot dogs from March. Like, yo.
You get James Dolan CDs.
You want a Jeremy Lin ice cream head? I'm like, Jeremy Lin was on the Knicks how long ago?
Yo, like, come on, son. Guys, we got an official Vin Baker jersey.
Yo,
huh?
How about that? You want some Patrick Ewing jerk sauce? I was like, is this from 1985? What am I going to do with this?
This is not real.
Also, I'm going to need 4 bottles of this for my aunt. So, just give them here. Okay, so they're issuing refunds to season ticket holders because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Why? What happens to the... I was once a season ticket holder with my sister, and the Knicks won like 20 games, so can I get a refund for that?
I was gonna say, like, can you refund like the emotional trauma that you caused me in the 90s? Like,
yeah.
Or should I like
rewatching the Jordan documentary? Like, oh, it still hurts. It still hurts. Yeah. That Scottie Pippen dunk on Ewing. Like, you don't even remember that the Knicks won.
Yeah, that was so wild. But Joe, shout out to Pat though, because he didn't just lay there and take it. I think he tried to like nutmeg him and do some wild shit, like try to punch him in the nuts or whatever.
He didn't, and it makes it even sadder. It makes it even sadder.
He was like, he tried to reach up and like smack him in the balls and some shit. I was like, yo, Pat.
So wait, are the price of Knicks tickets gonna drop next season? No, you know that. You know they're not.
They're not. Come on, let's give me.
And the worst part, next season was supposed to be our season. Us courtside. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, and Spike yelling at referees and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm chilling with celebrities. I don't know their names. I have to spend the whole game trying to figure out who they are while on the side Googling guy, big nose.
Oh, yo, that's Miss Maisel. That's Miss Maisel.
Wait, you think Rachel Brosnahan goes to Knicks games?
I think she does. Rachel Bronson?
Brosnahan?
Rachel Bronson. That's Charles Bronson's daughter.
No, Rachel Bronson is the vice president of the studies at the Chicago Council on Global Affairs. She has nothing to do with any of this. I have no idea why she even came up. Rachel Bronson, keep doing your thing. All right?
After you.
Keep doing your thing. You and your husband. Why is Google so messy? Why do I need to know all this about this lady?
And it's a rando too. It's not like it's a fucking quarterback or some shit. Like,
wow, she's in charge of the doomsday clock.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
She's been published in Foreign Policy, Foreign Affairs, Huffington Post, and the Chicago Tribune.
Shout out to her.
I have no idea what this is, but shout to her. Inspirational.
See, that's the antithesis of the attitude that Julia has.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You celebrate.
Wow.
I am being
That's right.
attacked left and right today.
Wow.
I am.
Julia, how does it feel to feel like Donald Trump, to just constantly be attacked
I am
by the
being
media?
attacked by you, by both of you, and
Regardless, Julia's like, I do an amazing job.
I'm gonna ask China what to do. I'm just.
Julia's just gonna turn around and walk away. I'm like, who's running the show? Julia, come back. Ow.
Yeah, then I'll laugh.
Oh man.
What are you gonna do without these clips?
That's true. That is true. So, did we find out if Miss Maisel goes to Knicks game?
I mean, if she doesn't. She's got too much.
No, she doesn't go.
Also, it was like, well, you know what? No, maybe she
actually-
did because that show was set in like the 60s.
Oh wait, she got hit by a basketball at a Knicks game in February of last year.
That's right. Her and her husband, they dodged a basketball, was sitting courtside at the New York Knicks game.
There you go. Bang.
All right, I'm wrong.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
canceled.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of which, you guys want to talk about some sad goss?
Oh,
Sad God.
A lot of people died this week.
Oh yeah. Literally,
Rest in peace,
Little
Richard.
the
Yeah.
God.
The God. Shout Betty
Yes,
Wright.
Betty Wright.
She had pipes, dog. She could sing.
Yeah.
Yo, rest in
For real.
peace.
You can tell by the photo. Just by the photo, you can tell she's going on a sick vocal run right there.
You know it right there. She's killing.
You know
She's
what I'm
hitting some
saying?
high notes.
Damn. Andre
Harrell,
the God.
rest in peace.
Yo,
BX
rest in
all day.
peace, dog.
Shout to him.
You know what I'm saying?
He had kind words for us when we interviewed him. So rest in
He's a
peace. to him.
visionary. You know what I'm saying?
He was a G, a legendary groundbreaker. Yeah, a lot of people died. A lot of black people too. Like Jerry Stiller, comedian. Arthur Spooner, the God, dead at 92.
Maury Ballstein.
You want to make it spicy?
Do we want to make it spicy? King of Queens is a better show with a more realistic depiction of NYC, but y'all not ready for that conversation. And also, if you enjoy Seinfeld over King of Queens, you are anti-black. I said what I said. I said it with my chest. Come at me. All right?
Because of the one black guy that worked with Kevin James?
Wow. No, actually, his black family. How about that? How about there were multi-racial ethnic characters that were not caricatures on the show, okay?
No, that's true.
Huh? And also,
that's true.
if you want to jump in my mentions and try to defend Seinfeld, I want to ask you, how hard did you chuckle during the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
I always skip that episode.
Oh, yeah. Convenient, y'all. Convenient.
Yeah, you were getting roasted.
And then somebody-
Jesus.
No, I wasn't getting roasted. People were responding, not realizing I'm right. So,
Okay.
and then someone was like, yo, yeah, since when do we watch TV for realistic depictions of NYC? And I was like, wow, you are really showing your whiteness. Because anyone that knows NYC knows it doesn't look like Friends. There's brown people in NYC. And the stories in King of Queens were richer and more developed. Because there were multi-ethnic people out there.
Also, sorry to tell you guys, How I Met Your Mother is also not a realistic depiction of New York City. Nobody had a job. What did they do?
Yeah.
They were always chilling at They were always chilling at that bar.
At that bar. And the only one, and Neil Patrick Harris was rich somehow, but what did he do?
Yeah.
He always had a suit on. He was always like bagging mad. Like, what did any of you guys do besides meet up at this bar and talk shit?
Do they work all the time on King of Queens?
One of them was like a public school teacher, but they lived in like Midtown. I'm like, no, this doesn't make any sense.
Yes, on King of Queens, Carrie was a reception. She was a receptionist.
She was a executive assistant.
Executive assistant, excuse me. And Doug delivered packages. Arthur Spooner, the guy, lived in their basement. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he'd go on his little tales. He'd go to like the senior center. He was trying to bang, what's his name? The little short guy, his mother, the guy that worked in the token booth. Famous guy.
No,
what's his name? You know his name, Julia.
I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Arthur Spooner.
I don't watch that
Was
show.
It was.
All right, well, you're missing
Hold
out.
on,
It was strong character, but Frank Costanza had quotables though.
So did Arthur Spooner. Do you remember when Arthur Spooner called on the racism at the restaurant? When he was trying to get his sausage and pickles? His hot sausage? Huh? When he was eating with Deacon's family?
Patton Oswalt. That's who it is.
Patton Oswalt.
Patton
Spence.
Oswalt.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Spence. Ah, man.
Shout out to Patton Oswalt.
So
Shout out to also Deacon looks a little like Kesh, right?
Shout out to Cash. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
You know
Kesh,
what I'm saying?
dog.
Love your work.
wait, so would you
Missy
say
God.
King of Queens is one of your favorite sitcoms? It seems like it
Definitely.
is.
Absolutely, I will. If I'm going through TV and King of Queens is on, I will watch it. Regardless of the episodes, my favorite episodes was the one where Carrie was clearly pregnant and they were trying to hide it, and it was they did a very, very, very poor job.
I fuck up because I confuse. The setup was so similar between, well, not so similar, but similar enough between Everybody Loves Raymond and King of Queens that I
Yeah.
confuse Leah Remini and Patricia. Whatever.
Not Arquette. Patricia Heaton.
No,
Heaton.
no, Heaton.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
But yeah, and
Isn't
then
one of them like a what? Well, I know Leah left Scientology, but the other Patricia is like
Patricia,
problematic
like
somehow.
one of them is. I think isn't Patricia Heaton pretty conservative?
Yeah, she's like a Trumper.
Yeah.
And then, because they used to come on back to back on syndication on like on UPN, and then
That
also
part.
they did crossover episodes because
Yep.
Raymond would come onto
Whoa.
King of Queens.
Yep.
Forget about those.
Now, Miro, can you do a Brad Garrett impression?
Hey, I'm 6'8". I never played basketball before. I'm a cop, but I'm absolutely useless as a human being. Right. Can I borrow $5? I want to have sex with a woman.
I knew you could do it. Absolutely. Add it to the list.
Also, do you know how much money the cast of King of Queens makes in syndication? My God.
I was gonna say Patton Oswalt. I was like, yo, he has because he is a stand-up. To me, when I hear Patton Oswalt, I'm like, oh, stand-up comedian. Dog, he's eating off of King of Queens. I totally forgot about that shit. I was like, he must be getting checks every week in the mail. Like, yo, fuck, I'll do a special. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, you guys need to
I
get
can't-
into that
oh.
life. You need to get
And
on a
also-
sitcom.
Can't wait.
And my final statement for why King of Queens is better than Seinfeld.
Oh, God.
If you appreciate Seinfeld, you also are a fan of Steve Bannon.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
This dinner party just got uncomfortable. Okay.
Okay, but
That's when I look at my phone like, damn. Oh man, it's really late. Guys, I gotta wait with the kids. You know.
No. Stay, Meryl. Stay. Stay.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Love you guys. It's great
You
to
know
see
what?
you guys.
Miro has literally seen me do this at actual dinner parties.
Dog, that's when I get all of my phone and start start responding to his messages. Like, yes, it's going great. We're talking about politics now.
I'm all sweaty on the table. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? When you
What
say
do you mean
that,
by
but what do you? No. Say it
Wait,
again.
you
Say
mean-
say it
you-
again the same way.
You mean to tell me you like skinny Al Sharpton more than fat Al Sharpton? Bro. Outrageous.
And I'm just sitting there like that, doing the same face he had on in the Knicks Share interview. It's me. I'm just like, I was like, oh God, no. I was like, don't ask me anything.
I like bartender. Bartender, get the table another bunch of Rieslings.
I'm like, except for me, not me, please.
okay, well, we have to start the show now. Because I have nothing else to say.